Today, we're talking about something sacred, something legendary, something that everybody wished they could get back. Chapter 1 and why it was the best, not just good, but the best chapter of all time. Not no remix like they've been doing, but the chapter 1 like 2017 through like 2019, I think. But we're going to be talking about why it was the best. Listen, if you didn't play Chapter 1, I'm not saying your childhood was bad, but it definitely didn't have tilted towers at 3 a.m. with your friends screaming in your ear to get them. Today, we're not just going to be explaining how the Chapter 1 was just good, but I'm going to be explaining how it was so peak, it's unbelievable. Chapter 1 had something Fortnite could never recreate: mystery. Back then, nobody knew what to expect. Every update felt like an adventure. New POIs would appear out of nowhere. Strange sounds would be all across the map, and every player was asking the same question: what is Epic Games planning next? There was no leaks, no crazy spoilers, not early reveals, just pure discovery. But let's be honest, the Chapter 1 map literally looked like it was built in Minecraft in creative by a 12-year-old with a dream. But somehow it was perfect. Tilted Towers, that place turned into a Hunger Games map. Moisty Mire, a swamp so ugly it looped back around to being beautiful. Wailing Woods, basically a fortress with Wi-Fi issues, but we still loved it for some reason. The map that actually felt like home. Let's talk about the map. It wasn't the biggest, it wasn't the most detailed, but it had soul. Tilted Towers, Retail Row, Pleasant Park, Greasy Grove, Moisty Mires, and Wailing Woods. Every location had personality. Every POI had stories, memories, and moments that players still talk about today. Even I do. It wasn't just a map, it was a community. But the weapons was a different story. They made zero sense. Chapter 1 weapons were wild. The pump shotgun either did 220 damage or 7, no in between. The TAC SMG, that thing melted people faster than my Wi-Fi does in a storm. And don't even get me started on the guided missiles. Epic basically said, what if players became a UAV? But Chapter 1 did have simpler gameplay and higher skill. Chapter 1's gameplay was simple, but that's what made it perfect. No mythics, no vehicles flying across the map, no 20 different movement mechanics. Just you, your aim, your builds, and your brain. The skill gap was definitely real. If you won a fight, it felt earned. If you got outplayed, you learned something. Chapter 1, Fortnite, was its purest. The skill gap was something. Back then, if someone cranked 90s, they were basically a Fortnite god. You'd see someone build a 3-story ramp and think, wow, this guy's a professional. Now, kids born in 2016 are doing quadruple edits while eating applesauce. It's unbelievable. The lore that hooked the entire community. Chapter 1 didn't just give us a map, it gave us a universe. The meteor, the visitor, the rocket, the rifts, Kevin the Cube, the butterfly event, the Ice King, the monster versus mech battle, the 0 point, and the black hole. Every season felt like a new chapter and a massive story. And the best part, nobody knew where it was going. It felt like we were discovering the lore together. The lore made no sense sometimes, but we still ate it up. Chapter 1 lore was like watching a movie with no subtitles. A meteor appeared, then a guy in a spacesuit showed up, then a cube rolled across the map like it was late for work, then the cube exploded, then we went into a butterfly's stomach or something. Did we understand it? No. Did we love it? Absolutely. But let me just say, the community was peak. Chapter 1 was the era of Ninja vs. Myths build battles, Tifu's peak mechanics, the World Cup, stream sniping become memes, default skins being used to hopefully get free wins, soccer skins being feared, everyone doing take the L, playground mode's chaos, friends staying up all night, grinding wins. It was the golden age of Fortnite content. The game wasn't just a game, it was a cultural moment. One thing is for sure, the community was unhinged. Chapter 1 players were built different. Soccer skins were actually terrifying. Everyone used the same 3 dances. Stream snipers had main character energy. Playground mode turned into WWE, and every squad had that one friend who landed lucky landing for actually no reason. It was chaos, but it was our chaos. But there is one thing that Epic Games got down very quickly. The live events. The live events that changed gaming. Fortnite didn't invent live events, but Chapter 1 perfected them. The first rocket launch literally stopped the entire game. Players put down their weapons and watched together. It was the first time a video game felt like a global event. And then the black hole. That wasn't just a final, that was history. Some of their events literally broke the internet. The first rocket launch, people literally stopped fighting. It was the only time in Fortnite history where players agreed not to shoot each other. Then the black hole happened. Epic basically said, what if we delete the game for 2 days, watch the world panic, and we still call it the best event ever? Why Chapter 1 will never be recreated. Fortnite had something amazing. Fortnite had amazing seasons since then, no doubt. But Chapter 1 was lightning in a bottle. It was new. Nobody has ever seen something like this. It was fresh. It was unpredictable. It was community driven. And it was the moment Fortnite became more than a game. It became a monument. A fresh new game. A fresh new way of looking at gaming. It changed everything. But there is one thing that is for certain. Chapter 1 will always be the king. Chapter 1 wasn't perfect by no means, but it had something that Epic Games will never be able to get back. The magic of not knowing what the heck was going on. Every update felt like unboxing a Christmas gift. Every season felt like a new adventure, and every moment felt iconic. So, yeah, Chapter 1 wasn't just the beginning of Fortnite, it was the peak of Fortnite. That gaming may never be seen again. If you missed out on Chapter 1, or if you want me to break down the best moments from each season, drop a comment below. But let me just say one thing. If you missed Chapter 1, I feel so bad for you. It wasn't just the best chapter, it was a lifestyle, a personality trait, a core memory, something that will never be recreated ever again. If you want a video ranking every Chapter 1 season from pretty good to I would sell my soul to play this again, let me know. Drop a like, hit subscribe, and see you in the next one.